Okay, good morning everyone, and hope you guys are having an amazing start of the week and start of the month. It's actually the Chinese New Year today, so happy New Year everyone. Kong Hei Fa Choi. And it's the year of the pig.
Yes.
Specifically the earth pig.
The earth pig.
Do you know a lot about the
Yeah, we'll discuss a little bit about that
different
later.
kinds of pig? Anyway, welcome to the Mom and Son Podcast, your weekly dose of mother and son takes on family, finance, passions, and everything in between.
This is Rose Fresh Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And this is Anton Fausto, the son. Okay, so how's your how did your first month of 2019 go?
Well, it was good. January was good. It just went by so fast, no? Some items on my list were checked, some were not, but there were also a few pleasant surprises.
That's good.
How about you?
Me, it was, I've been saying for our past episode, it's the trial month, and it's very different. Although it's just another month since it's 2019. I've been thinking of parang mga new options,
Yes.
new career possibilities, all those stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to, how do you say that? Go about and seek and venture out into these new possibilities later on in this year.
Exciting options. Yes, and we should congratulate ourselves. We've accomplished 1 month of weekly podcast. Woohoo!
Okay, so thank you again for everyone who's been tuning in every Tuesday. Hope you guys are enjoying it because we're also enjoying it.
Yes, we are. And since today is Chinese New Year, maybe we should talk a little bit about the year of the pig, no? If you were born in the years 2007, 1995, 1983, 1971, 1959.
So this is actually in every multiples of 12. So if you're turning 12, 24, 36, and so on this year, it's your year.
It's your year. In Chinese culture, pigs are the symbol of wealth.
Ooh.
And it's very timely that our topic for today is about saving and investing. Later on, you will read the question of our listener. And saving and investing is essentially wealth creation. If we take a look at the characteristics of pigs, Anton, it says that they may not necessarily stand out in the crowd, but they are the realistic ones who take action. Though they are not, sabi nga nila, they're not really wasteful spenders, pero they also allow themselves to enjoy life. Gusto rin nila yung entertainment, they also treat themselves. Sabi nga, they may be a bit materialistic, but this works as their motivation to work hard. Kasi I think being able to hold something solid, the solid objects in their hands, gives them the security. Diba? We all feel that din naman, diba? So, now, let's go to our topic for the day.
Okay, so we have a question from one of our listeners. From Camille, she was asking.
What's the question
for
of
a
Camille?
possible podcast episode? Because she's really curious about it. She asked, when it comes to saving and investing, how do I start? My two options right now are to open a COL account and invest in index funds or invest in insurance. Other than that, I don't really know what to do. What are my other options? And she also says that I want someone to manage it for me.
Okay. Would you know how old Camille is?
It's my age.
Oh, okay.
22
So,
also.
Camille is 22 years old, a millennial. Ano kayo, no? You're
Millennials pa yata.
millennial in between millennial and Gen Z. No? So, what do you think of that, Anton? Someone to manage her funds for her?
Well, first, before we really go into this question, it's something, I just want to acknowledge that it's something very relevant for many people who are starting their jobs.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of my batchmates and friends, since we just graduated last year,
Yes.
They're on their first job, some are on their second job, but they're still trying to get the hang of what it's like to be making your own money.
Yes. Managing your own money and
actually, it's
thinking
not even
about your future also.
But it's not this question. It doesn't just apply to the people who are just starting. This goes for everyone. So whether or not you've been working for a few months or a few years.
And it's a good thing that she asked it early on, within the year that she graduated. No?
Yeah. It's the first step. It's actually the first step in being able to, like the year of the pig, to grow your wealth. Okay.
Yes. So what do you think about someone managing her money for her.
Okay, well, I think it's very practical if you want someone to manage your money for you, but not in the sense where you're going to go out and hire talaga some big time finance expert to manage your personal money, because there are people who manage money for the no. This is for later on in
Siguro, unless
your
she
career.
inherited a billion.
Yeah. Kasi they usually charge yung rate nila guys, they charge ano yun, a percent?
Yeah, a
percentage
percentage
of
of the
your
total portfolio. So, syempre, if your portfolio is less than 1 million or so, it might not be economically viable to ask
not
someone.
yet.
Yes, especially if you're just starting, baka you're just talking about a few thousands, and maybe her asking her mentioning that she wants someone to manage it for her also comes from baka meron siyang uncertainty, no? I don't know parang ganun. So, can you
And
just
many
manage it for
people, I
me?
think, from my age, think of saving and investing as an active thing. It's like like working out. Like I
Yeah.
have to be the one to go to the gym. Imagine you're gonna go to the gym with no trainer, with no workout routine or regimen yet or anything. That you'll be the one to actively look for what workout to do and everything. But actually, for me, what works with saving and investing, it's not really an active with a conscious effort. It's more of a system.
All the time, yeah.
It's more of a system that once you have set it up, that system on, or that habit on how to go about with the saving and investing, then it's gonna be much easier. You don't have to always think about. You don't always have to rely on willpower to make sure that I still save and invest every now and then. There's a structure, there's a system that you have to set, and then it's gonna get easier from then.
Yeah, so siguro syempre for Camille, at the start, she really has to find out muna. Kasi she cannot just go to the gym and lift whatever
you have
weight.
to know what are you working on, because there are different, what's your body type, like what.
Yeah, so she has to also do that with her financial condition, financial life, her goals. And of course, I would be saying that in order to put soul into her saving and investing, she has to really understand herself, her relationship with money, her goals. And there are a few exercises that you can find in the FQ book, FQ, The Nth Intelligence, by yours truly. And she will be able to really understand ano ba yung pera para sa kanya. So that now, the Saving and Investing Act would have a more meaningful aspect. Diba? Okay, so going to her question, so syempre you're saying to her na now na it's better na not anymore to ask a wealth manager.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about a huge amount na mahirap i-manage for somebody in her early 20s like you.
But I feel like when people ask, I want someone to manage it for me, it's more of I just want to know where to put my money.
Somebody to teach me.
And more of I'll put my money somewhere and then it's gonna grow, or it doesn't have to be I'll be the one to look for opportunities. Pa, no, where is my money gonna be safe? Where is it gonna be able to grow?
Baka ganun nga naman. So in which case, let's discuss her two options that she mentioned in her question. She said that my two options right now are to, number one, open a COL financial account and invest in index funds, and number two,
invest in insurance.
Okay. So let's discuss the insurance muna.
Okay.
Kasi insurance is really an expense to cover for things that might happen to you.
Yeah, that's like the sole purpose. That's the first.
Yes,
that's
the
initial
sole purpose. So Camille, if you still don't have any dependents relying on you, yung tipong should something happen to the breadwinner, what happens to the dependents? That's really the main purpose of insurance. Alam mo, insurance is very interesting. Then if you read its history, mga Babylonian time pa yan.
Yeah.
They would cover yung mga voyages nila, di ba? Yung mga trade.
Yeah.
Iko-cover nila yon para kung may nangyaring disgrasya. So that's how insurance really came about. So in our case naman, if you are now a breadwinner, there are dependents relying on you financially. If something happens to your source of income, that's what you would like to cover. If something happens to your health, ganon. Para hindi kawawa naman your dependents. So, Camille, if you're 22 and you still don't have dependents,
You still live with your parents.
yes, maybe it's best that you really allocate your savings to investments. Parang mas useful yon sa'yo. And talk about the COL financial account and investing in index funds. I think that's really the best that you can do right now. Okay, so really investing in the stock market is not a child's game. No, you should be able to know how to read balance sheets, understand companies, analyze. But fortunately, there is now a way for all of us, even if you do not understand balance sheet and you don't know how to read the pricing of each stock listed in the exchange, but you can still take part in the earnings of these companies. And that is through what she mentioned earlier, the index funds, which are available in different platforms and also in the COL, which is what she also mentioned earlier. It could be either in mutual funds or unit investment trust funds if they're just going to get it directly from the bank. Ngayon, yung sa COL kasi, all the mutual funds are available there online.
All right, so index funds, man, what is like a simple way to
understand it?
Understand this the way I understand is that the index fund is made up of the different top companies in the stock market.
Yes.
Okay,
in the case, we're just talking about the Philippine stock market.
The Philippine stock market, of course. So you think of the companies which you're sure are going to be well and alive even after you're gone. So we just look at the PSE website. Just look at some of the top companies included here. Of course, we have SM, Ayala, BDO, BPI, Jollibee.
Yeah.
Those type of companies that you're sure are doing good. You understand these companies, and we see their businesses are part of our everyday lives. And I'm trying to make this as simple and basic as I can because it's really the fact that I could understand understand these ideas from grade school. It's actually that because there's this parang people always think that finance, it's so hard to understand. This is stock market. The beauty of investing in index funds is that you're just investing in the market.
Yes.
It's not necessarily what company should I individually give my money to.
Yes.
You're just giving your money generally, and the only way you're gonna lose money from this is if the whole market goes down.
Pag lumabog ang Pilipinas.
Yeah, but if you look at the history of the stock market, although it goes up and down every day,
if you zoom out,
generally it's just going to go up in the long term.
In the long run.
So if you put your money in index funds, although it's not gonna shoot up,
it's not a straight line.
Yeah, it's not gonna, or you won't have these stories of people saying,
kahapon ko,
I bought this at 50 pesos, next day it's 75 pesos, I made half my money. Mga ganun. You don't have these sorts of index funds, but you're sure that if you invest in this type of, if you go into this type of investment, you will earn money in the long run.
Yes, because the other half of the story that you don't hear dun sa mga nagsa-stock pick who are not equipped. Siyempre, there are really good traders around. They also can lose as quickly and even at a faster rate. And another advantage of getting into index funds is that it is automatically diversified.
Yeah. So here's where it comes in. Part of the question, I want someone to manage it for me.
Yes.
Although there isn't a person specifically that is going to get your money and say, okay, I'm going to put this money here. It's already automatic that once you put it in an index fund, that means it's already
in the top 30 stocks.
Yes, it's already part of the top 30 stocks of the Philippine Stock Exchange currently.
Yes. Ang maganda rin dyan sa diversification. For example, PLDT used to be like the heaviest in the weight dito sa PSEI. So, for example, you bought your PLDT. And
shares.
Your PLDT shares directly and you just kept it there.
Yeah.
But now, look where PLDT is.
Why, what's the story
Bagsak
here?
na talaga ang PLDT. But if you put it in your index funds, it will recalculate automatically. So now
Since
that
it's not all in PLDT naman.
yeah, so now that even the portion of your PLDT is now really managed, quote unquote, for you. So the market was able to see that PLDT is not that valuable a company as compared to the others. Binawasan na niya yung weight niya for PLDT, which pwede kang naiwan if you did it directly.
Okay. So again,
so that's the beauty
index
of it.
it's the safer option, and it's a whole group of companies that you're investing in.
And the thing here is that historically speaking, if you take a look at the returns of the actively managed fund versus the index fund, natatalo pa index fund yung mga actively managed funds. And also because of the cost, mas mura low cost index funds. Okay? So, that is for her long term, no?
Yeah.
For her long-term investment. And when we say long-term, kasi kung minsan naman yung iba, long-term, 2 years, that's not long-term.
You're saving for your retirement.
Yes. So talagang decades ang usapan yan. And it's a good thing that you're only in your early 20s, so you really have enough time also to do it.
And the good thing about money, it's you don't just save to spend, because there's also a value that money gives you if you know you have enough.
Yeah.
That you're not as afraid to try out something new or... Because the value naman of money isn't just for you to buy things or buy services or, those kind of things. It's you just to also have that security that you know that you're financially stable enough.
Yeah, can you say that again? I like that. No, so you don't just get your utility, sabi sa economics, or satisfaction
from spending.
But you also get the value by having the security that there is really something set aside for your older years,
yeah.
no?
So if you get kung sweldo mo na, kung sweldo day, you get paid. There is a satisfaction you're gonna get from saving and investing. It's not, if you save doesn't mean that just means na mababawasan yung pang online shopping mo. It's also that you're really saving for your future.
Sige, let's simplify it for Camille, no? So, di ba sabi nga natin, there are only 3 basic laws of money. Sige, Anton, what do you remember?
So these basic laws of money are just our guidelines to...
General guidelines.
Yeah, on how to just go about with dealing with money. Okay, so the first one is called pay yourself first. Okay, so what happens kasi usually with people, when they earn, let's just give an amount. Let's say you earn 10,000 pesos. What you're gonna do is, okay, how much am I gonna spend for food? So you spend 2,000 for food, and then how much you're gonna spend for clothes, blah blah blah, all your expenses, and whatever's left, yun na lang yung savings mo. But here we flip it, and I've heard this, everybody preaches this, and because it really works. What you do is earnings, what you earn minus your savings equals your expenses. So sa start pa lang ng month, start pa lang ng pagkuha mo ng sweldo, you save automatically.
Correct.
So you don't even think about how much am I going to save. You just have that fixed amount na, okay, I will save this much.
Yeah.
And whatever you have left, you're free to spend it.
Yeah. So for Camille, what percentage do you advise her?
Well, the usual naman percentage is 20%. But of course, we encourage, and it's even better if you can go above 20%, especially if you don't have to, if you live at home, if you, naman.
May mga libre-libre ka pa,
no?
So, what's important there is you already prioritize the saving and investing, not just wait kung magkanong matitira. I would always say, kung tira-tira lang ang savings mo, you can just imagine how your old life, your retired life would be. You will be living on tira-tira. So, you don't want that, diba?
And the thing that I really focus on when it comes to saving first before you spend is that ang sarap talaga to, admittedly, it's fun to spend. Me, I love shopping. I love going out. But if you already save initially, whatever you have left, that's already free for you to spend. So, bahala ka na.
No more guilt, no?
Yeah, there's no more guilt. Kasi usually it's, man, I'm saving, so I'm spending so much, I might not be able to save anymore.
I like that. So, you double your enjoyment of spending because you're now getting rid of that, ang dami kong gastos, I'm so magastos. Wala na yun, no? Okay. You can now spend guiltlessly. So, again, the first basic law of money is to pay yourself first.
Okay, that leads to our second law of money, which is to seek advice from competent people. Okay? When you have money, you're not going to, let's say, let's say someone works in, marketing. That is their, expertise. That's
thing.
everything. You're not gonna get into like a agriculture business out of nowhere without knowing anything. You have to get into something that you understand, and if you're going to, ask for advice or trust your money to someone, that person should know about that
what
business.
you're asking
How can
about.
you expand
Kasi
on this?
nga, usually, di ba, when we hear of our friends, our neighbors, people getting into this business, at ang lakas ng kita, the lure of getting into the same business is just too much, di ba? Recently nga, Bitcoin, di naman naintindihan. Or in a few decades ago, yung what we call the lechon manok, undocs kasi became very successful. And since the cost of capital in putting up one was not very high, ang daming pumasok. So, we now call that the lechon manok syndrome, yung nagpapasukan lahat, as malulugi yung marami. Because I'm sure a lot of the people who got into that business didn't really know how to handle that business. So, they would always say, food kasi is a basic need. Only if you know about food, di ba? Ang hirap nun.
Money is not the only thing needed. If you want to set up a business or...
Yes, you have to have the expertise and sometimes the passion. Yung katigasan ng ulo na you would still go on. Sige. Because hindi ka kikita agad eh. May konti pang lugi and then break even.
Okay, so going back to this second law of money, you really just go into something that you really understand.
You understand, yes. And
if you trust your money to someone, it's into an expert not in that.
No? So, connected to what kanina we were discussing.
Investing in
So, the market knows itself best.
Because, of course.
I think that's a very nice tagline, no? The advantage of investing in an index fund is that the market, sabay tayo, Anton, the market knows itself best. Ako, pag mga fund manager sa akin. Anyway, tapos, the second law of money, if we just remember this, would probably eliminate a lot of the scams that are going around. Kasi yung mga tao talaga banat ng banat eh.
Yeah.
They entrust their money to people na expert ba talaga yan? Or expert man loko siguro. So yung mga
there's something very, I don't know if you know, this pa the Fire Festival. It was a music festival a few years ago with people who were... It was supposed to be this very extravagant, the best music festival in the Bahamas.
Okay.
But what happened was, they got all these investors kasi ang galing nila mag-market. Yeah. It turned out that it was really just a scam, that there was no...
Oh my God.
It was super... But it was a disaster. It's you can see the documentary on Netflix.
Sige nga, I'll
you should watch it. Also,
that's spelled as F-Y?
F-Y-R-E.
Does it stand for anything?
I don't know. Fire Festival.
Yeah. So another tip dyan, if somebody is offering you something too good to be true, it is not true. Run away. Pag sinabi na, pare, sigurado to, walang risk. Ay, walang ganon.
Well, at least in my experience, it's not possible. And if you're gonna bet your hard-earned money, go somewhere na where it's where it's sure. Okay, so that leads to our third and final law of money, which is to make your money work for you. Okay, so again, it goes back to what we were talking about, that you don't save to spend. You save to save. Because
you save to make it grow.
You have to keep at it. And we want to talk about the power of compound interest.
Oh, yes. That's the power of...
One of your favorite topics.
Yes, this is... the third law of money is the law that separates those who just get by from those who are able to accumulate wealth. Because this is essentially now really delaying gratification. Ang dalas kasi, Anton, di ba? Deserve ko naman eh.
Yeah, treat yourself. Yun uso talaga. Treat yourself.
Oo, treat yourself. Pero...
And it's very tempting.
Of course,
diba? Me, as in personally, now that I'm actually earned, ang sarap eh.
Diba? Pag sasabihin, nakasave ka ng, kunyari, nakasave na siya ng 6 figures. Yun lang yung total savings niya. Binili niya ng 6 figures bag.
Wala na.
Tama ba yun? Hindi. You have to make your gold work for you and have an army of golden slaves before you buy luxury. Sabi ko nga, buy luxury only if you can afford to buy 10 pieces of it. Mabagsik, but it's really just a simple rule, kasi just move one place to the right, no?
Yeah. That's
For
actually
you-
what's stopping me from buying my first PlayStation with my own money. Wala pa.
Oo, kasi sayang eh. Sayang the power of compounding. The power of compounding is just essentially, di ba, you earn interest or return, kasi hindi naman lahat interest, di ba? Yung mga shares, hindi interest ang tawag dyan. These are dividends, etc. And then your earnings would also earn earnings.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So what you really have to do is to make a really considerable size of a snowball, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Kasi pag lumaki na yan, yung galaw niyan, yung return niyan, palaki na ng palaki.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
why we call it the snowball effect.
Snowball effect.
Alam mo, the biography of the greatest investor in the world, Warren Buffett, is entitled Snowball. Because of that nga eh. Hindi rin siya magastos, he still maintains his old house, ganon.
Yeah.
And if you take a look at how he was able to grow his wealth, yung mga bilyones niya, talagang the strides, the huge growth just happened in the last several years now.
I want to explain this simply, especially to people like us in the tropical country who don't know.
Oh, yeah.
snowballs.
Okay.
Just to put
Yeah, you're right.
Just to put it in simple numbers.
Okay.
Let's say you have 100 pesos and
Yes.
you'll earn 1% of it. So 100 pesos, you'll earn 1 peso. If you just keep going, just keep saving and just keep at it, you'll soon have 1,000 pesos. And 1,000 pesos, 1% is 10 pesos. So you're earning more.
Oh, yeah. And then the earning is earning.
The earning is
Parang
earning because it just keeps adding and adding.
You know, in your term, maybe it will become something like a viral. May pagkaganon.
May pagkaganon.
Hindi
May
ganon
pagkaganon.
kabilis.
Uh-huh.
Pero it's something like that. Now, one thing leads to yung
Another.
parang bang one add up.
Yeah.
And if they really want to see it on their Excel file, I do have a free Excel file which they can download from fqmom.com. Just search the magic of compounding. If you remember, I showed that to you and your brothers before. And that's what motivated you to always save from your allowance. When you saw na, oh my gosh, you can save 1 million by just religiously setting aside something.
Just keep the habit.
Yeah, just keep the habit.
All right. So I hope we got to answer your question. If you have any more questions, feel free to email us at antonfausto@gmail.com. So if you have any questions, any topics you want us to discuss, or
Yes.
any comments,
Can I just go back to the basic laws of money pala? Kasi these are all found in my book, which is The Retelling of the Richest Man in Babylon. I retold a classic by George Clayson, which was written in 1926 at mas madali nang maintindihan. Pwede pa silang mag-coloring.
There's an English and Tagalog version.
That's right. Yes, yes. So,
Okay.
recap, Anton.
Yes, recap.
Camille. I hope Camille will now be on her way to be a big saver and investor.
And I hope everyone who listens to this, everybody, who has their own income, to really start the habit. And
Oh, yeah. And we should say that they should automate it.
Yes, automate it. Just do it. Yeah, just have a system that you
Yes.
don't have to think about it pa.
There's the easy investment plan, which is available in the platform that she mentioned. So, one sign up lang, and then it will allow you to automatically save and invest. Every single, gusto niya every month, twice a
kada
month.
sweldo.
Oo, kada sweldo.
All right, so that concludes this week's episode of Mom and Son Podcast. We hope you enjoy all our kwentuhans and discussions.
Once again, this has been Rose, the mom.
And Anton, the son. Tune in again next week for another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast.
Mom and Son Podcast airs every Tuesday at 7 a.m. or anytime at your convenience through Spotify, Buzzsprout, SoundCloud, and Apple iTunes. Have your weekly dose of mother and son takes on family, finance, passions, and everything in between.